G'day lads, welcome back to another vid. Today we're pulling up Michael's rye slash Kikuyu lawn slash dead
lawn
and we're putting down a brand new lawn. So we'll take you through the steps what we're going to do today. We're going to remove the old turf, we're going to prepare it for new turf, and then we're going to lay the turf and we're going to take you through it all. So grab a beer and get into it.
So before we get started, I'll just quickly take you through what the lawn looks like at the moment. Quick tour just to show you how bad it is, and then hopefully by the end of next week when we're all done, it'll look awesome. So you would have seen in the other video the other day, sorry for the shade, this part's still, you know, recovering well. These are the plugs that I took from James's lawn, so that's going well. That's almost filled in. I haven't cut it since I ordered the lawn. I just, you know, haven't done anything, so that's going all right. It's actually a bit more green than last time, surprisingly, what happens when you don't cut it, but it's still patchy and it just doesn't look very good. Here's the nature strip as well, still a bit of the same old Kikuyu spreading out, dead rye over here. There's a missing nature strip tree because that's what we think of those. You can't get good stripes if you've got a tree in the way, so what's the point of that? It fell out though, we didn't pull it out. So here's your nice before shot. Can I get quiet on set, please? Thanks. Nice before shot, and then hopefully next week it'll be a nice lush green. Let's start tearing this up.
Yeah boy. Alright guys, so here today we're going to be using the red root. So this is a turf cutter. So it's designed to cut up turf, make it easy for you when you're replacing a turf or you're transplanting a turf. So we're going to be using this today. This is a great machine. I've used it before when I did my lawn replacement at the front, so it worked great. The depth we're going to be on today is, so there's a depth gauge over here. We're going to be on 65 mil, so we're going to be on max. So they're going to be some heavy slabs we're pulling up. We're doing that, and then pretty much that will set us at the level we want for our new turf to go down, because we're slightly above the path now. We want to be 30 mil approximately below the path. So we've got our 25 mil of turf that goes onto the existing ground, and we're going to be nice and flush with the path.
G'day lads, just back with a quick update. Typical fashion, something's gone wrong.
So we're using it, we're cutting on probably the hardest setting, which is 65 mil. Decided to pop a bearing off the little arm that connects the blade.
We'll pick up when we're back in action. Here's a piece that I've cut out. So I'm cutting it at 65 mil. So hopefully you can see that. I'll get a bit closer.
Alright guys, so this is where we're at. We're at day 2 now because of the good old red roo over there carking it. So
Red Roo.
red roo. What did I say?
Red Rover. You said Red Rocket.
Obviously cut up majority of the turf now. We've chucked it in the skip over here. So we're about, what, half full, bit over half full. Full turf. So where things are at, we've obviously, majority of this is done. Just the edges we're cleaning up now. So we're just got to get that a little bit lower across that edge there so the turf sits below that. Well, pretty much flush when it's laid with that path there. Today we're going to fix up this edging here, so we're going to reverse this little pickets to the other side. So we don't have to worry about cutting around those little pickets there. It's going to make it a pain. So make it the neighbour's problem. What are we doing next? Getting the soil down?
Soil down next, and then beers.
Best stubby holder in the world. Is there anything better? Alright guys, so what we're doing here now, we've obviously pulled up all the turf, and now we're in the preparation for laying turf. So first thing we need to do is we need to work from this footpath back, and we need to make sure that we've got the right height here, and then work back from here. Our turf thickness is going to be about 25mm approximately, so we want to make sure that we've got pretty much 25mm from our topsoil cover to our path, and then we're going to have a nice clean height to work off. Currently we're working at about 35 to 40mm, so we needed to fill this area a little bit. We've dug it out a bit because it was too high, and now we just need to probably fill it. If we go back to here, we're sitting at about 25mm, so that is ready pretty much for this turf to just lay straight on top of there. So that's just about just leveling it out with the soil leveler, and then here we have to add a little bit. So yeah, we work from the path back, and then we get all our levels from there. So that's the goal, and then we should have a pretty good surface to lay on. Alright guys, so I've top dressed this section here, and we've top dressed this section here, and we've rolled over it multiple times both ways. So what it does is that obviously promotes it to compact down to the point where it's not got air pockets in it. So if you look down there, you know, that leaves a slight imprint in it, which is good. A couple of high spots in this area over here, so we'll rake those areas out, and then we'll continue the process over and over until we get it where we want it.
G'day lads, this is weekend 2 of my turf install here. We've got our turf that's just been delivered behind us, the 50 square metres that I need for my front yard. Let's get into it. Right, so what I'm going to do quickly is just explain to you the tools or whatever you're going to most likely need to use when you're putting down your turf. So obviously you need your turf. With I think I'm technically at like 46 square meters, so I've ordered a little bit more at 50 just to make it, just in case, you know. They also give you some starter fert to put down, so we're going to chuck that down first using our Scott's handheld spreader. Depending on how big your yard is, of course, you can go with the big drop spreaders or anything, but you know, 50 square meters, we'll only need that. We've got some little scissors or secateurs, whatever you want to call them, to just help cutting up some of the slabs if we need to. We have a wheelbarrow just to carry around some of the slabs so we can take multiple at a time. And then lastly, we have a shovel here just to, you know, it's probably a bit easier to cut the slabs down in half and that type of stuff. So we're going to use a shovel for that.
Get it in the bloody bucket, mate.
Might be too much for the bucket.
No, you'd be right.
Oh. Can't even really see it.
Alright guys, so this is obviously our first 2 slabs. Let's get out of that shadow there. And we need to obviously stagger the joins like a brick join, so we just need to measure and then cut it. 600. So just use a shovel. It's nice and straight. That's it. Use that for your next join. Probably obviously wondering what's the right way to lay a slab of grass down. There's obviously no right or wrong way, just a couple of things that you need to do, I believe, to make sure you're going to get the best result and you're going to avoid burn off and dying off edges when you lay it. So you want to make sure there's minimal air gaps between the slabs. So the way we do it is we pretty much lay it down, that's like that. We come up over the top of it, we butt it up to this first part here, we make sure it's sitting nicely and we pull it to that side. Butt it down that way, and then we just go around and just check there's no large gaps around the edge of the slab, and then we're confident that, you know, there's a minimal gap as possible and we're going to have the most success. So we've got a bit of an obstacle here to get our turf around. You might get into a little section like this where you've got like a square section to cut out. You might have an NBN pit like we have here, and wondering what's the easiest way and quickest way and neatest way to cut it down. So we get the turf into place where we have now, so it's all nice and tight like the rest of them are. And we get the shovel like here, and we just do that and then go along and then cut it. We're going back to this corner here, and then we just go along and that's it. So what's better than a 12 o'clock frothy? Get it in ya. Love it. Oh, she's a bit, ooh, no. She's very frothy.
Have you done this before?
Yeah, I have, but I went a bit too hard.
Can you not pour it on me new grass?
I loves it.
Oh, who doesn't love a bit of head?
A bit too much there. That's alright.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hold on. I've got something else to say. Shout out to Lunatics Fishing. Bit of mother's milk.
Loves it.
G'day lads, just wanted to pop in with a voiceover to discuss the products we're using to put on top of the fresh lawn after this install while you watch me put them down. We are not sponsored by any of these companies, but we strongly recommend them. I personally have a mixture of Lawn Addicts and Plant Doctor products, but I'm looking at moving entirely to Lawn Addicts as we've found their quality of product is amazing. The links will be in the description of this video. The first one being a saliprin. So this is a granular insecticide that provides season-long grub and caterpillar control in a single application. It controls a wide range of insect pests, including African black beetle, Argentinian scarab, billbugs, and several species of caterpillars. It's a little pricey at about $145 for the 10 kilo bag, but on a domestic lawn, at a rate of 1.5 kilograms per 100 square meters, it means that the bag can last a long time. So for me, with my about 50 square meters, it'll last me like around 10 years. As you can see from the footage on the screen, there was some lawn grubs present on the border of mine and my neighbour's lawn, so I'll be spreading some of their saliprin down on their side as well to ensure protection. It's always better to prevent rather than cure. The next one is Plant Doctor Stimulizer. So Stimulizer has a multitude of benefits, but the ones important for a new lawn are it increases root growth and healthy root development for increased access to soil nutrients, and it also increases soil moisture retention. The next product is HydroLink Advanced. So I'm applying this to improve my soil moisture efficiency and plant health. It also helps stimulate plant root growth with its added Calpro in it. And this is a really great product that we have found, and we really recommend this product. The next one is Calpro. So this is a highly concentrated liquid kelp product extract, which will stimulate root, shoot growth and improve root density. This is obviously very important with a new lawn, and as I'm wanting for it to root down as fast as possible, and so also be as strong as possible as well. So at the time of recording this, was about 3 days later, my turf is all rooted down already, which is really fast, which I reckon is a credit to this product. The last product here is Plant Doctor Quantum H. So Quantum H is a premium humic acid solution and has a variety of benefits for a new lawn, which include increases root growth and healthy root development for increased access to soil nutrients, because root growth is obviously important for a new lawn, and increase soil moisture retention is important to keep a new lawn moist for the first couple of weeks. So there's a trend with a lot of these products. It's obviously about soil moisture retention and root growth, because we're wanting that new lawn to root down into the existing soil underlay that I have there. So these products have definitely already started to do that, as I mentioned before.
Alright guys, so we're done pretty much. The only thing we have to do after we water in today is roll it in with the roller so we can get the sod to soil contact going. And then it's pretty much good. Keep the water up 3 to 4 times a day for the first week, and then we just reduce from there. Michael hasn't opted for a sprinkler system, but his yard's pretty easy to water. Like, we're getting even coverage over the whole lot there with that little sprinkler, and with the straight nature strip we're just using a soaker hose, so that seems to be working pretty well, and it has worked well for him in the past, so we've stuck that way. And yeah, just keep the water up now, mate. Exciting times.
I'm cooked, but I'm excited.
And I reckon we'll get a mower in the next couple of days once it starts to tack itself.
Maybe. Once it's rooted down, we'll get it first mow, just a little trim.
Yeah, take the top off it. Now we'll have a video on that, guys. We'll have an upcoming video of how pretty much from now, maybe for the next, what do you reckon, 4 to 6 weeks, just caring for it, getting a looking schmicko. And then, yeah, we'll keep you updated on what we do to get it looking good. Like I said, we've trialled this before on my lawn, and it's worked wonders. So it's going to work on Michael's lawn as well. We're pretty confident of that. We just need to keep the water up and keep the roller on it, roll it in nicely, and then we'll get a nice level lawn in a couple of weeks' time, and then start laying some decent stripes on it. So yeah, it's a plan. But we're all done here, guys. Wrap it up here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you took some tips out of what we've done today, and help you laying your new lawn. Cheers, guys.
Oh wow, beer o'clock.
There you go, guys. Beer o'clock. We'll catch you later.